Hey everyone, this is Ryan King and welcome to week 3 of my Inktober 2020 drawings. If you haven't watched week 1 or week 2, there's going to be a card up on the screen in the corner there, and there will also be links in the video description to week 1 and week 2 if you want to check those out. But let's get started with the time-lapse videos for week 3. And here we are at day 16. So for day 16, the word was rocket. So I decided to draw the Falcon Heavy rocket from SpaceX. I'm going to leave a link to SpaceX's YouTube channel if you want to check out their awesome videos where they have live streams and stuff of their rocket launches. But yeah, I'm a really big space fan, and I think SpaceX is a really cool company. So yeah, I had to draw a SpaceX rocket. You can see there I'm writing the SpaceX words on the rocket and drawing the tower, the water tower, and the other tower that's like supporting the rocket before it lifts off. I was pretty happy with this one. It's a little bit simple, but I did like how it turned out. The Falcon Heavy rocket is really cool. It's a pretty big rocket. And erasing the pencil lines and then using the brush pens to shade it in. There will be Amazon links in the video description to all the supplies that I'm using, and a disclaimer, they are Amazon affiliate links, but it won't cost you anything extra if you purchase something through those links. And just shading the image, giving it some more detail, trying to darken in some areas to make it stand out more. And there we go, day 16 rocket. And day 17. So the word for this day was storm. And so I've been wanting to draw more faces in Inktober because portrait drawing is really my favorite type of drawing. That's really what I want to get good at. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll draw like a character who is like angry or depressed or something, and he kind of has a storm in his head. That's what I was thinking, like his emotions is a bit of a storm. So I decided to draw Boromir from Lord of the Rings, and I found a picture of him like kind of scowling, but I really don't like how this turned out. I think I made the eyes too far apart, and the proportions are not very good, not very much likeness in this drawing, so I was kind of disappointed. But yeah, portrait drawing is my biggest passion when it comes to drawing. I usually draw portraits in pencil though, so it's kind of different. And also I usually spend a couple of days drawing a portrait, whereas with Inktober I can only spend so much time because I'm doing a full drawing every single day. And adding more shading, trying to just try to save the image as much as I can, even though I really wasn't liking how it was turning out. And shading it in with the brush pens, and shading in his elven cloak that the elves gave him when they were at Lothlorien. And there we go, day 17 storm. And day 18. So the word for day 18 was trap. So I decided to draw a picture of like a chessboard, and some people are playing chess. You can only see their hand, but there's someone's hand with the king piece. Maybe he's in check or something, and he's trying to move to save his king. And why I decided to draw this for the word is because maybe the other opponent is making a trap for his king so that he can win the chess game. So not too happy with this one. I do like later on when I pen it in, I really like the contrast that I add on the chessboard, but especially like the hand, the character's hand, doesn't look very good. I'm not very good at drawing hands. I don't practice it very much. But I do like the chessboard, kind of gives a nice 3D feel because you can kind of see the chessboard coming out at you. And then right here when I'm penning it in really dark, I really like that contrast. I think it looked pretty nice, but I think I should have spent longer sketching out the hand because it doesn't look very good. I've never been very good at chess in real life, like playing real chess. I mean, I know how to play chess, but if I play with anyone who's even just a little bit serious about it, I can never beat them. And darkening it in. I think I darkened in some of the black pieces, the black chess pieces. I think I darkened them in maybe a little too dark because it kind of loses some detail. But there we go, day 18 trap. And day 19, so the word for today was dizzy. For a while I didn't know what I was going to draw, but then I decided to draw a cowboy trying to break a wild horse. And he's very dizzy because the horse is jumping all around. I feel like I could have done a bit better with the gesture of the drawing, because I feel like maybe the characters are a little bit stiff, the horse and the cowboy, but overall I liked how this one turned out. So yeah, I got some reference photos. I always get reference photos because they're super helpful. So I found a reference image of a cowboy trying to break a horse, and then just started drawing and trying to give some different details. Like he has like some leather things on his pants. I don't know why they have that, but they sometimes have like these leather pieces on their pants, and then giving him like a vest and cowboy boots. And I added a little swirl on top of his head, like over his head, kind of to make him look like he's dizzy. And then also I drew some little action lines. When I was younger, I drew more cartoon stuff, and so I learned quite a bit about like drawing little action lines and little lines to make like a cartoon character to look like it's moving. You can see those little lines around like the cowboy's hand and stuff. But there we go, day 19, dizzy. And day 20. So I was really happy with how this turned out. So the word for day 20 was coral. So I decided to draw a sea turtle with some coral behind him. So yeah, I grabbed some reference photos and started drawing, and I really like how this one turned out. I just think the turtle looks pretty nice. I like the details that I added. I don't really know how you would describe the skin of a turtle. It's sort of scaly, but there's also some kind of plates, it almost looks like. It looks a little bit leathery too, so... but yeah, giving all those little details. The shell, the shell kind of looks like it's made up of little pieces, kind of all put together. Drawing in the coral. Oh yeah, giving some bubbles to make him look like he's underwater. And then giving some little... wisps of water kind of behind him, kind of making him look like he's moving from the left to the right. And penning it in. When I started to pen in the coral, I realized that I was penning outside of the coral, so then I drew another coral behind it and then kept on penning it in. That was a mistake that I made, but I just kind of fixed it. Sometimes when you're drawing, especially with pen, you just gotta roll with it, you know? If you make a mistake, just kind of tweak it, do whatever you can, and then just move on. Try to fix it. But you know, you can't really erase pen, so sometimes just making little mistakes is okay, and you can just do your best to kind of fix it. I like how there's a lot of contrast on the turtle with some lighter areas and some darker areas. But there we go, day 20 coral. This was one of my favorite ones of this week. And day 21. So the word for day 21 was sleep. So I decided to draw a cute little puppy dog, curled up, sleeping, maybe in a little dog bed or something. So I tried to make him look as cute as possible. I found a really cute reference image of a dog doing a similar thing. Trying to draw the fur and trying to make him look, you know, pretty cute and make the fur look very, I don't know, kind of fluffy and smooth, or fluffy and soft, I guess. Drawing in a little white area on his nose to make it look shiny, and then drawing his back foot kind of curled up around his body, and darkening in his tail. Drawing a bit more details to make it look more like fur, and then I'm giving him a little shadow to make him look like he's, you know, resting on the ground, and then I'm erasing the pencil lines and just giving it some simple shading. That pen that I'm using, it's starting to run out of ink because, you know, I've been using it every single day. So luckily there are some more pens that are a similar shade of gray that I can use in that pack of pens. And there we go, day 21 sleep. I really like this one. And day 22. So the word for this day was chef. So I decided not to draw just a chef because I wanted to kind of, I don't know, think outside the box a little bit. So I decided to draw a piece of pizza that a chef would have cooked. Oh yeah, this made me hungry. I drew it in the morning right when I woke up, so I hadn't eaten breakfast yet, and drawing this made me hungry because I was looking at reference images of oily, delicious pizza. Very shiny and yummy. So yeah, I was trying to draw, I think I was drawing like pepperoni and cheese pizza with some like onions and maybe some pieces of meat or something on there. Yeah, trying to make it look nice, given some little details. I like drawing like some darker areas, like in the crevices maybe of the crust. And there we go, day 22 chef. And today, I drew this today, the word was rip for day 23, so I decided to draw a old book that had been kind of ripped up, and there were like pages ripped out, and there were some rips and holes in the pages. I didn't really like how this one turned out, it just didn't turn out too well. I didn't want to actually write words in the book, so I just kind of drew some lines to kind of suggest that there were words there, and drew some little squares in the book to be like maybe pictures in the book. This book looks like it's like half burnt and been stepped on and has all these like cracks in them. And erasing the pencil lines and penning it in. I really noticed today that that pen was running out of ink, so I switch over to a different pen later on. So not too happy with this one, but that's okay. I guess that's why I'm, doing Inktober, to get in a lot of drawing practice so I can learn and improve. And there we go, day 23 writ. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. We have one more week left, so I'm excited to finish it up, and then I'll be putting out the last video for week 4 on my channel. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.